All right, my friends, we've made it to a part of Kunming that you typically won't see. And we're over here at China's Warrior. Now we're coming over here to check out an urban village. And it's just behind this, it's kind of all around this market here. So this is getting kind of deep into Kunming. You're not going to see tourists here. It's a very, very local experience. And I love these kind of like urban village settings with these kind of old buildings. You know, some people might call them kind of run down looking and stuff. I like it. I think it's, to me, it's like the real China. You know what I mean? So we're going to get deep in it and show you guys the real deal. It doesn't get much more local and authentic than this. And as soon as you walk into the market, it's got a very unique look to it. This is a place that's been here, who knows how long it's been here, but it's, you know, all the locals, they probably all know each other. They do their shopping here. You got tea over here, tea shop, all types of tea. Got a bunch of little hidden treasures back here, I'm sure. Now, a lot of these shops are closed, but this is a market area. Different seasonings. He's cleaning. Got some fresh fish over here. And over here you can get poultry, veggies. And yeah, over here you get poultry. Hey, ni hao. What are you looking for? I mean, they've got what you need. They've got it over here. Bean sprouts, corn, ginger, peppers, chili peppers, cauliflower, broccoli, everything. Hey, ni hao. Hey. Oh, that's interesting. Up there, they've got the 12 core values of socialism. Hey, ni hao. So, I want to get back here and kind of check out this urban village. Now, I've seen kiddie bikes and scooters and all that, but that is quite unique. See, they've got those brick buildings there. I would say those are probably from the Mao era. Got that true Chinese look. Yeah, this is really a unique looking community back here. Let's see what's waiting for us behind this corner. Let's see what we can see. I know I stand out like a sore thumb back here, I promise you that. But oh well. As they say, it is what it is. Yeah, you don't come across places like this in China every day. You used to, decades past, but nowadays, not so much. Yeah, we're back here in it now for sure. Pretty interesting, eh?
Hey guys, 你们想学中文吗? Do you know what I just said there? I just asked you if you want to study Chinese in Chinese. I personally think you should, and here's why. There are Chinese people all over the world, so your chances to use it are limitless. It could also open up new opportunities for you in life. I have partnered with the amazing team at Excel Mandarin, and I encourage you to go check them out. If you want to learn Chinese, you need to start practicing now. People say it's the hardest language, but do not let that intimidate you. Learning Chinese is super fun, and once you start learning, it just becomes a fun hobby. I learned Chinese on the streets of China, fumbling my way around, and never started with a good, solid foundation. So I had to go back and try to correct all of my old bad habits later on. With Excel Mandarin, they'll take you from zero to conversational in just 10 months or less, and you'll learn from native speakers, so you will learn everything correctly the first time. They have a variety of courses, small class sizes, 24/7 support, friendly, enthusiastic teachers, and a comprehensive website and curriculum that will have everything you need to become a Chinese speaker. They even let you try one class for free, so come on, break out of your comfort zone and give it a shot. You'll thank me later. Please go check them out today. You can contact them by phone or email. Links below. And oh yeah, I almost forgot the most important part. Be sure and tell them Mr. Chopsticks sent you.
So you're just walking on the street and then you see something like this. It's crazy, right? Fat man's misery back here. Okay, so that's a self laundromat. Do-it-yourself laundry. Simple, but it gets the job done. You never know what you'll find back in these urban villages. And then over here is a non-personed adult toy store. Must be some freaky stuff going on back here. Okay, so I'm seeing a surprising number of these little laundromats, which is quite unique. I've seen several of those and several adult toy stores. Okay, we've just made our way out of the shady part and we're back out here in the light of day. Just went to a public restroom. Interesting location. I mean, it's super convenient, but it's kind of a scary looking place, to be honest. Totally safe though. Took a little detour here. I wouldn't guess they get too many foreign visitors back here. This is wild though. I swear it's almost like a maze when you get back in these places. It's really fun just to get lost, you know, just to explore. As I like to say, get lost intentionally. This is such a throwback. This is like, these days in China, this is like a relic from the past. So anytime I see these urban villages, I always like to go check them out. But these people, I mean, there's a world going on back here. These people are living lives back here. They've got restaurants, mom and pop shops, businesses that have been open for years, probably decades in some cases. It's like a little hidden world back here. So yeah, back here I've seen a ton of little automatic laundromats, just like, you know, wash it yourself places. I've seen a ton of little apartments for rent. I've seen a ton of restaurants, and I've seen a ton of adult toy stores. So this will be my last little walk through. I've explored back here quite a bit, and I stand out so much. So of course it makes it a little uncomfortable to film back here, but this time I'm on my way out, so I'm just gonna do a straight up walk through. So you can kind of get a feel, because if it's just little clips, it's hard to really feel what it's like. But this will be an extended clip. Narrow streets, narrow alleys, motorbikes running through old buildings that are really close together. Tons of laundromats. Everywhere you look, we got a laundromat. Tons of food delivery bikes riding through. So it's pretty wild. Hope you guys find this interesting. Not your typical China video. But to me, this is the more interesting stuff, you know? If you just go to parks all the time and the main tourist sites, I mean, don't get me wrong, that stuff is cool too. But I would say in the China travel video genre on YouTube, that is oversaturated. We need some real stuff. And that's where Mr. Chopsticks comes in. Try to figure out how to get out of here. Now I am actually lost. I don't know how to get out of here. But I've also seen a lot of little rooms for rent back here. So, you know, I don't know, but I'm just guessing here. But there are so many little rooms for rent back here. And you've got to ask yourself, why would somebody want to rent a room back here? Okay. it doesn't seem like a place people would be coming to book a hotel. And I've also seen a ton of these little like people-less or worker-less adult toy stores. So I'm guessing, if there's any locals watching this, let me know. But I'm guessing that this is a place where men like to bring their side lady or working girl, get a cheap room. They've got the little toy vending machines right there to spice up their lives. I'm guessing there's a lot of that going on back here. Now that is the car of a true patriot.
I want to give an extra special thanks to all of my YouTube members and Patreon supporters for their help in keeping this channel financially sustainable. Thanks to all of my grasshoppers and tigers, and an extra special thanks to my Pichio gang. And lastly, a huge shout out to my top tier supporters, Lee, Martin S, and David is Dawei. I see you guys, and I just want to let you know I appreciate it so much. Oh, and just so you know, you guys rock.
What do you look for beyond the sea, grasshopper?